Let's see here. Hey, good afternoon. Coach Mo here with your chaos tip of the day. But first, as always, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mernice Oliver. My clients affectionately know me as Coach Mo, Queen Quiet Storm, the calm to your business chaos. I help my clients who are agency owners, producers, or new women entrepreneurs focus on four very basic elements of growing their business or their agency. And so I have what I call my signature chaos system, and chaos is an acronym, and that acronym is CHAOS, and it's all centered around your client nurturing, your hiring and staff development, your agency leadership, and then finally your organizational systems. And so welcome to the chaos tip of the day. Wanted to jump on and just talk a little bit about making sure that you commit to proper staff development. I can't stress this enough with the clients that I work with. It's so very important that we commit to proper staff training and development. And so I wanted to kind of give you some categories of some things that you need to consider to have in your own agency or your own business as you start growing and building your own team. So first and foremost, you absolutely must have an employee handbook. Not only is it necessary for you to document your job responsibilities, the do's and don'ts of your agency or your office, but also it keeps you legal in terms of making sure that your processes are properly documented when things go wrong in the agency. It helps to convey your mission and your vision so that when your employees come on board, everybody is on one accord because they understand what the direction is that you desire to take your agency or your business. And so you must develop an employee handbook. And so if you need help with that, reach out to me. I do have a template that I will post out on the page so that you're able to go out and create your own employee handbook if you don't have one already. But if you want help developing that, I'd certainly be glad to do that. Secondly, you want to make sure that you have clear descriptions of each job opportunity within your business or your agency. And so that comes from the very top level as you being the CEO of your organization, right down to the telemarketer that's going to work in your office. And so you want to make sure that you have those job descriptions and what's required of each position documented as you're onboarding and bringing on new staff. Secondly, what about safety training? If you have a brick and mortar agency or if you have a building that employees are coming to on a day-to-day basis, you must have some safety training and procedures in place so that in the case of disasters or things going on in the agency, everyone knows what needs to happen so that we keep everyone safe, okay? So you got to make sure you have that safety training manual or safety training processes in place. Talking about the next one would be employee development and certification. Now, here is something that's so very important. You want to make sure that you are working with your staff and that you're encouraging them for personal and professional development, whatever level that they're at. And so that may mean that they need to go get some insurance licensing or some other certification in order for them to qualify to move to the next level or the next job opportunity within your agency. Or it may be something that they need to get some personal development, maybe some time management skills, maybe some sales development. But why don't you go ahead and put a consistent training and employee development schedule in place so there's no guessing there. That takes the guessing out of what needs to happen on a day-to-day basis. Remember, we're all about eliminating that chaos within your organization or your agency. And you can't do that without some very clear documented procedures and processes already in place. And then lastly, some just preventative maintenance and housekeeping in terms of who should have access to the alarm code, who orders supplies, how things are being maintained in terms of updating the software in your computer systems. I can't tell you what you don't want to happen is come into your agency or in your office and all of your computer systems are down because of some sort of computer virus and you've lost all of your data. No one has backed up the data because none of those processes are in place to tell your staff when those things need to happen. And so those are some four suggestions that I think you want to consider and think about as you are hiring and bringing on new staff. So just to reiterate again, you want to make sure that you have an employee handbook, that you have not only the employee handbook, that you have a adequate job description of everyone. Hey Tammy, thank you for joining, love. It's great to see you. Hope you're having a great day. That you have all of your job descriptions clearly documented within your employee handbook, or at the very least, those individuals who are performing those jobs need to know what's required of that job description. Thank you for the hearts. And so you want to make sure that you have that in place. Finally, the next is your safety training, making sure everyone knows how they need to keep themselves and you safe within the agency if you have a brick and mortar. Your employee development and certification plan. Go ahead and be a little proactive and work out your own training plan and employee development plan for your agency. Statistics show that an employee that is committed to personal and professional development stays with your agency or your business longer simply because you've invested in their and taken a personal interest in their development. And so you want to make sure that you have that in place. And then finally, go ahead and put in place your preventative maintenance and housekeeping of how you'd like to have your business or your agency run on a day-to-day. Sorry guys about that. So if you have questions, or if you are an agency owner and you'd love to have some help with your agency, post me a comment in the box below or inbox me, and I'd love to have a chat with you. Or if you know an agency owner or maybe a producer that this may benefit, go ahead and share this video with them that can help them put their own employee program and employee nurturing program in place so that they can create their own purpose-driven team. Hey Malik, how are you? Malik, I'm sorry. Hi Malik, how are you? Thank you for joining me. So again, thank you for joining me for this chaos tip of the day. As always, my name is Mernice Oliver. I am Coach Mo. I am Queen Quiet Storm, the calm in your business chaos. I'm here to help you create calm out of the chaos that you have in your agency or your business. Have an amazing day. Thank you for joining me.